Welcome back. We're here at the 2019 International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas. And joining me right now is Ajit Dharma and Tim Jackson. And Tim, I tell you what, I met you about a year and a half ago. You were learning how to cook pizza. Did you ever learn how to cook pizza, and how are you doing?
Yeah, actually I learned how to cook pizza, and I learned it at the Fire Within. And things are going extremely well in Bermuda.
And as I understand, you had another one of your students that had a connection with Tim. Is that right, Ajit?
That's exactly right. Tracy.
Yeah,
Tracy Simmons came, and she attended the Woodfired University July of 2018. And you were there, to see her and interview her.
And as I understand, you're knocking it out of the park, and this guy here is your second oven. Is that right, Tim?
Yes, indeed. I talked to my wife a few days ago, and she informed me that there are more opportunities for us to expand our pizza business in Bermuda. And this is very timely for us to get the second oven. We're excited about it, and hopefully in a year or two, we'll be working on our third oven.
That's amazing. Now, these are a real workhorse. You've found that these can crank out the pizzas, delicious pizzas, per hour to meet the crowd. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. We've covered about, I guess with the second oven, we'll be able to cover about 2/3 of Bermuda. So eventually we'll have to get another oven to cover the other third of Bermuda.
And Ajit, this is quite typical, of your students. Woodfired University not only learn how to make pizza, but how to develop a successful wood-fired catering enterprise as well. Is that right?
I think Tim Jackson really hits home when it comes to the Fire Within oven owner, right? Everything to like about Tim, I'll tell you, because he was a retired educator. He was a school principal, right, from Gary, Indiana. And that really touches me because Tim has a video that Bermuda TV station interviewed him during the World Cup. This is a huge event. Tell us a little bit about that event, Tim.
Yeah, the World Cup took place in 2017. There were, I think, 8 countries represented, and there were more than 100,000 people to come to Bermuda and participate in this event over the course of 6 weeks.
Now, how long had you had your oven at that point?
Well, actually, we had it for a few months, but we hadn't tested it. So that was our, I guess, baptism by fire, and we served more than 10,000 pieces during that time.
Wow, that is amazing! First time out, 10,000 pizzas,
Yes.
And so now you feel real comfortable with the oven, and you're going to be able to move on and capture 2/3.
Yes, we feel comfortable whenever we find ourselves in a bind. I can always call Ajit at the Fire Within. It brings a great deal of comfort, and going through the university itself brings a great deal of value to J&B's Wood-Fired Pizza.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to look you up if I get down there. And Ajit, I know right now you have many viewers out there want to know, how can I learn more about the school and more about the ovens? What's the best way for them to do so?
Go to firewithin.com. There's an 800 number, call us. But before we go, the interesting thing about Tim Jackson's, he bought my Expo oven in 2016 or 15?
16.
16, and he's buying 2019, right? Full circle.
Setting a trend. Easy enough. Tim, thanks so much for being on again. Ajit, thank you.
Thank you, Bill.